apologize to my co-host for being an hour and
It's
a half
okay.
late.
It's all right.
Yeah, that was on me. Won't happen first and last, chat. So first and last.
Okay, now
Definitely won't happen
I'm gonna
again.
hold you to that.
Yeah,
Hold you to
definitely
it.
won't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing
I was
today?
expecting me to
Good.
be late, but it's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
yeah. You said you okay? You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
What about you,
Everybody
Star?
good? I'm good. Everything's good. Vic, how
Yeah.
you feeling? Good.
Everybody feeling good? Y'all see what's going on lately?
Yeah, it's been a
So
lot
what's the
going
first
on.
topic we're gonna talk about?
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we should talk about how they gonna ban TikTok. How y'all feel about
Ooh,
that?
Ooh.
I don't think that's gonna
You
happen.
don't think that's gonna happen?
No.
Why not?
Because for one, that's where people make their money, and this is not the first time that this has been rumored.
Right.
You said
When
why?
when was the last time it was rumored?
When it
About
first
last
came
year.
out, when
Yeah,
TikTok,
last
like
First
when
time
it,
it came out?
yeah,
What year was this?
20.
When did TikTok first come? Like 2021?
20, yeah.
I don't even
2020, 2021.
2021. Yeah.
TikTok has grown exponentially, like in these little
I'll never
4
forget the
years.
adults were taking it away from the children, though. That was a children's app at first.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It was for the kids, yeah.
Yeah. See, everybody millennial here, right?
Yeah,
Everybody's a millennial. Y'all remember when Vine was a thing?
yeah.
Vine was kicking ass back then. I'm telling y'all, little 8-second
Now-
videos had me hooked.
The thing about it is, I think if they ban TikTok, they're
Yeah.
going to go back to Vine. Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's get into why they are banning TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
So-
see, I'm a
Elaborate
big
on
conspiracy theorist myself, so I believe they
So-
trying to ban TikTok. There's way too much information out there.
I'm hearing a lot of
It is
different
way too
things. I
much.
feel like it's too informative and they don't like that.
Yeah.
And I also feel like it's a power trip between other countries. So
Mm-hmm.
what's the real reason? What y'all
Now,
hearing?
What
the
you think?
real reason is a man from the White House,
Mm-hmm.
he was allegedly, it was a suicide. However, he was a whistleblower, and he took to TikTok and aired out all of the dirty laundry on TikTok. So now the White House is saying it's going to TikTok, the owners, and like, well, why are y'all not watching what is being posted on y'all platform? So that's the real reason why they're considering banning TikTok, because they like, well, y'all put this out, so let me just go to the head and chop the head off, and let me just ruin it for
I heard
everybody.
it got 6 months before.
6 months before
Whoever's
it gets
the
down.
original owner of it has 6 months.
Isn't
to
this some
make his
dude in
decision.
China?
Yeah.
Yeah, China owns
Yeah,
it, has the
China.
rights to it. So, man, this is crazy, y'all.
Ooh,
This
I
whole
He's such in
forgot.
disbelief.
Bro, these
It's really
old ass people, I'm telling you, they need to be in a retired home, playing golf, getting their feet rubbed, something. But I'm talking about 80-year-old plus people, right?
Look.
Y'all know y'all seen the video on TikTok. We get all information on TikTok.
Yeah.
But the only thing they could agree, I don't know if it was Congress or legislation, the only thing they could agree was to ban TikTok. How you gonna ban basically our life? Like, it's hard out here trying to live and this and that. People are gonna ban TikTok.
That's true.
And the only way they're gonna not ban it is if China sells it. China is not gonna sell TikTok.
Because we're
I don't
in
think
debt
they
to
are
China.
either.
Yeah.
So that probably might be the beginning of a world war too.
I hope not.
Like,
Listen, I hope these 6 months
Ooh,
turn
wee.
around.
All that type of stuff, you already know what's
Oh,
going down.
no.
You already know what's going down. I mean, look, World War III, China won't sell their product, although you do got this billionaire. I don't know if y'all heard of Shark Tank before. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
this
I
guy
heard
they
Shark
called
Tank.
Mr. Wonderful, and he was talking about buying it. You know, I don't know how much money he got, but to buy the whole TikTok, or at least own 20% of it, where they could, still cap in the United States. We're gonna see what happens, honestly. And
Yeah.
China don't like us, so they align with
That's
Russia and
true.
all of them.
And a lot of people are making bank on TikTok too, way more money than they would like us to be making.
Right.
So
Yeah.
not just the whole, it's overtly informative. People are making a lot more money on TikTok than any other app, if I'm not mistaken.
Small business ones, yeah. A lot of people don't work or don't have 9-to-5s. They got their own business
Hop
there.
on TikTok and you got your bag coming in.
Exactly, bro. A lot of endorsements going on over there at TikTok. Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen in the next coming months, man. But it's a lot of turning events. This 2024 has been crazy so far, man. Been seeing too much stuff out there. What you been seeing out there?
so I was just what I sent in the chat with let me go back and look at it again. It was something about what you were saying too with the
Before you got here,
the quiet-
me and her was just chatting, about, I don't know if you saw it. If you're on TikTok, like you say you
Yeah.
are, you might have seen it. The Nickelodeon cast, they're coming forward with sexual harassment.
Oh, the
they're
guy
coming
who
forward with that,
created
and
a
it's
lot of
called
hit TV
Quiet
shows.
and Set or something like that.
Yeah.
And like Drake and Josh, basically all the people who we looked up to and we watched on the big screen, majority of them are coming forward with sexual harassment allegations. I saw a little TikTok video about it before I came here, and it was the guy from Drake and Josh. He was up there saying that since he was 15, he was being sexually assaulted by, I think, the producers.
Was it Drake Bell or the other guy? Or
I'm not good with names.
was it a heavy set one or the lighter one?
The lighter one.
The lighter one, yeah, Drake Bell.
With the dark hair.
Yeah, Drake Bell, yeah.
He said since he was 15, and then something about the scenes in the Nickelodeon shows or whatever were sexualized. Like for a 13-year-old girl, why is it being something squirted on her face?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a lot of sexualized allegations with that.
Yeah, I remember seeing clips of that. Like, you remember that show called Victorious? I know y'all remember that show.
All of them,
A whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, a lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird scenes that it's like now that you're an adult and you grown, you actually catching on to what they saying. And there was this dude too, like you said, on Nickelodeon. I don't know his name, but it's a heavy set dude. And he basically he's a creator of a lot of hit shows. A lot of hit shows like iCarly, was it Drake and Josh, a lot of hit shows like that. They're coming out with a whole bunch of allegations on this guy. And it's just like, we're in a year of things getting more exposed as the time goes on. Like Cat Williams saying, I know y'all, did y'all see that award show last night? Did you see who Usher think?
I didn't.
No.
Y'all didn't see who Usher think? No.
I went to bed at 9 o'clock last night.
I didn't even see it.
I be in the bed early.
Yeah, I didn't even see it, but apparently Usher was up there receiving a Performer of the Year or something like that, right? And this man literally grabbed the award and he said, "I like to thank the devil for this award."
No way.
And then he tried to play it back like he slipped, like he just slipped that out. He's like, and he said something else, but he said the devil. Like, yo, what is going on out there? Yeah, you can look this up, man. Yeah, you could look this up. You could look this up, man. Yeah, our viewers, if you seen that video, you could look it up on TikTok right now. Usher thanking the devil. I'm telling you, it's something serious out here.
How do y'all feel with all this going on in the world? I mean, this is a place where we have to eventually raise our kids and bring our kids up in this. You feel like it's going to get worse, or can it eventually get better? I mean, what's done in the dark always comes to light.
Yeah.
But how do y'all feel? I mean, none of us have children here, right?
Nah, we don't have no kids,
how y'all feel about that?
I mean, to be honest, the things that are going on now, it has been going on since before we were born, back in the day. It's just now it's becoming more normal. So honestly, with raising our children, when we do decide to have kids, it's all on to us what we allow our kids to, see. It's just about being an example. Like your kids, for one, they look up to you first. They look at their parents. They learn from their parents first. And then secondary things. It's just about instilling integrity and, having your own mind, not being a follower but a leader. And just praying over your children, too. Like just praying above all, just praying over your kids above all. So.
Yeah, I agree.
With that as well, I don't mean to cut you off, Claudio. But do you feel that a mother and a father, they could raise their child to be, walk a straight line, strict rules, show them what's right and what's wrong. But do you feel like eventually when they develop their own real personality and they make decisions for themselves, they will be influenced by worldly things in the outside world, just totally disregarding how they was brought up, what they were taught, what's right and wrong? Do you feel like that kind of outweighs or, out trumps what they were taught as a child growing up?
No, I don't think it will out trump. Will they be influenced? Yes, they will, because as everyone, they grow up, like you said, into their own personality to be their own selves. So no, it won't out trump it, because you have to have that relationship with your kids where it's like, no matter what you do, I'm going to be here for you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to curse you out. That's why, like me, myself, my parents know everything about me because they created a safe place for me to come and confide in and not feel judged and not feel like I'm going to get in trouble about it. And I grew up and I was influenced, but it did not over trump those things that were instilled in me. So,
are you the only child, or?
Oh no,
you have siblings?
Girl, yeah, I have 7 brothers. Girl, no,
Seven
I come from a lot of boys. Yeah, from a lot of boys.
Crazy.
You think about that,
Yeah, the same way. I feel we're in a generation where, like you said, history repeats itself. As you look from our older generation, from our grandparents, they went through the same thing. They went through the whole World War I, World War II, that whole stuff. And I feel like more gets exposed because we live in such a media world type environment. You know what I'm saying? We in that type of era, so a lot more is getting exposed than before. And as far as she said, yeah, I agree. You have to be involved with your kids 100%, because back then people were relying on the school systems, on basically the world to raise their children. It was a different world back then. They had different standards, different standards of traditional roles and all of this. Nowadays, you got to be on top of your kids. You got to know what they're learning in school, because you don't know what these teachers are instilling in these kids, these professors and college professors, the whole 9 yards. You really got to be on top of your child if you have one right now or you plan on having one in the future. As the days go by, as time goes on and you realize, damn, like this world is not getting any better. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where I stand on it. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all remember our last conversation.
Wait, what about you?
Oh, well, yeah.
Don't forget about you.
Now. You the one asking the questions. You got to be the one to answer.
Right. I feel like, and I say this because I have a sibling. Mm-hmm. I have an older brother, and he's my mom's.
It's just two of y'all?
It's me and two older brothers. He's the middle child.
Okay.
And I feel like my mother raised us, walk a straight line, no right from wrong, but his choices and his life decisions that he developed on his own, without saying too much, I don't want to put his business out there.
No, for sure.
But it's like, okay, we were raised this way. Why make choices, life decisions like that? Where did that come from? We were never raised up like that. We were never put in, situations like that. So why choose that route? Mm-hmm. So
have you had that conversation with him?
We have, but talking to a man is almost like talking to a brick wall. Come on now.
Come on, don't do that. I can't let you slide on that.
All right, hold on now.
I can't let you slide on that. Come on now.
Before you attack her, let her finish.
No, I'm going to let her finish. Go ahead, say your piece.
So, he didn't really give real explanation, but it's like, I think it's deeper than what I may know. And sometimes a person, you never know what they're going through or how they view things, within. And at some point, they could choose to open up about it, but I just don't understand his life decisions when we weren't raised that way. Mm-hmm. So as far as raising a child and, teaching them the right and the wrong, and then when they develop that personality and they start thinking for themselves, I don't know. I feel like I'm on the bench with it.
Because the world is very... Do y'all, both of y'all come from a two-parent household? You got your father in your life and your mother?
I had a spot. See, like he was in and out, growing up, he was in and out. He was one of those fathers like, I'm going to come around for the birthday parties, the school games,
and you and your brother, y'all share the same mother and father?
Yes, we have the same mother and father.
Okay.
So,
and how would you say the father's relationship was with your brother? How would you say that relationship
I feel like I had a stronger relationship. He had a stronger relationship with me. I'm the only girl out of two boys, so I think he made a decision that he chose. Mm-hmm. Oh, my boys, they good, they're a man. They're going to grow up to be a man.
Yeah.
That's daughter, not true.
I know. My daughter, she need me. She need to know how a man is supposed to treat her. I'm a spoiler. I'm going to give all my undivided attention. That's baby girl, Mm-hmm. So I felt like I had that fatherly experience, but they missed out on that.
So you experience, and this is a key part that I be telling people, like when I tell a young man who comes from a single parent household, I come from a single parent household, and I fell into the line of that statistic of dropping out of school, started doing things I shouldn't do, committing crimes and all of that. Why? Because my father was in my life, and now that I've come out of that and I grew conscious, I found mentors that was able to help me, as a young man and seeking help and all of that. It's the same thing I tell men, like you experiencing your father, being right there, now you know what type of man you should be around, how a man's supposed to treat you. I think that's important. Because the first person a woman date, when a woman goes out in the womanhood, and the first man she tries to seek, she's gonna, if she had her father in her life and he was a good man, she's gonna envision that type of man on the man that's pursuing her. And if he's not that type of man, that woman is not gonna mess with him. And as far as a son, I think, your father, like most fathers nowadays, they need to be there around their kids, because if not, the environment, the culture around us, you already see, even kids coming from two-parent household, the culture is so strong, it's gonna fuck up your kids all the time. Yeah. It's gonna mess them up bad. Like I'm talking, like people out here killing each other for no reason. Like we in Florida, come on, bro. We have a gun law where people, you don't even need a permit to carry a license. That should let you know they trying to kill us right then and there.
I wasted my time getting mine.
You know what I'm saying? Like
now
the world is a dangerous place for a black man, especially men in general, but especially for a black man.
They for black people and brown people, they want us to kill each other, man. That's why all these no permit when you walking around with a gun. You don't need none of that. You gotta be there for your kids. Or else the culture is so strong nowadays. It's gonna raise your children. Like they want us to be on the lowest state of vibrations, the lowest state we can be. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute we grow a conscience, the minute we grow to up here, like I'm telling you, we're enough with it. The bullshit is done with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all of that shit is done with. You know, everything that we that our parents have worked for, we not trying to do that because times is different now. Kids ain't trying to work no more. Kids ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? But kids are also disrespectful to everything.
Oh, you felt that one?
Oh man, I done seen a video of 4-year-olds twerking to like City Girls or some type
Sexy
of shit.
Red,
Sexy Red type of shit. Like you got 4-year-old
it's
little
even
girls.
these kids who don't listen to their parents.
Bro.
Like you have to ask your child to do something more than once. Like
I got built to ass growing up.
Hello.
That's why I tell y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. Whoever you choose to lay down with, man or woman, you gotta be careful who you laying down with, because if you lay down with the wrong person, you're gonna spread generational curses upon generational curses, and y'all are gonna be fucked trying to get out that state. And the only one that's gonna be able to save you is Jesus. Let me tell you something, bro. That is the only one that's gonna be able to save you.
Now, y'all remember my question I had asked y'all?
you didn't get it all the way out.
Our last conversation when we first met each other and we had that sit down.
Yeah.
And I said, do y'all feel that a single mother can raise a child?
Yeah.
You said, I forgot your response. I forgot your response, but I basically stood on no.
Because me and you had the same answer. Yeah, we agree.
Yeah, we agree.
Claudia, I think you.
Claudia, did you agree with me?
I think you.
Nah, I said this is what I said. I said a single mother can raise a kid, but she will not do a good job of it.
That means she can't.
That's so she can't. You know what I'm saying? She can, but she can't. So no, she cannot raise a child because she is playing both sides of the spectrum. How are you going to teach your son what a woman's supposed to be like when you're trying to be masculine to him, and now he's going to seek that type of energy when he goes into his manhood? You know what I'm saying? And then he's going to lay down with the wrong type of girl. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the daughter, you know what I'm saying? How are you going to teach your daughter how to be in her full energy of femininity? You know what I'm saying? Pure submissiveness. Y'all want to know, man, let me tell you something. Y'all women out there, you want to know how to disarm a man? You disarm him by femininity. Like, I don't even know if I'm saying that word right.
Now, yeah, you are. So, in order for a woman to disarm a man, that woman has to be disarmed. In order for a woman to be in her full femininity,
a man
he has to be, I mean, like, peaceful. Men want peace, women want peace too. Like, when we bring up an issue, it's always like this constant back and forth thing.
I'm arguing.
Yeah. You can come up so respectful. Hey, babe, you know, all nice and cute. And it's still.
It's
like, whoa, hold on now.
You got to catch on to the flags.
So it's like you said, like, in how a man, you have to disarm a man. A woman have to be disarmed too.
It goes both ways. It's 50-50 either way.
Yeah, it's really 50-50. Like, a man have to have some femininity in him. And by that, yes. And by that, I mean, like, being sensual with his woman. I feel like a man should only be feminine with his woman and his daughter. And if they have sisters, they're sisters. And of course, their mom. But anything outside of that, then it's like, it's boundaries. But you have to be like sensual with your woman. You have to
be gentle.
Yes, very gentle, because we're gentle beings. Everybody know women are emotional. Okay.
I would say this, man. A man has to have a lot of patience. Because, you know, women operate different just like us men. Us men, we know we operate different out there.
It's some men who are emotional out there now.
Too emotional.
Don't get it twisted.
Times is changing. The shoe is being worn on the other foot now.
But they're doing that on purpose. I'm telling you, they're doing that on purpose. Yeah.
Why is that on purpose?
If you look at the roles, whether it be movies, music videos, who are the ones like these roles that are known for men, right? And I'm not talking about that a woman can't do what a man can, absolutely. But I'm saying in society, the way God created us, the way nature is, right? The man is naturally stronger. So there are certain roles that a man should take and certain roles a woman should take. We live in a world where now the roles are trying to be programmed and switched.
Everybody trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, like now you got women talking about robbing men and putting drinks in, putting pills in their drinks, and you know what I'm saying, hitting the lick off of them, and all type of stuff.
That's been going on though.
And the movies,
like the movies
all the time, like man.
Oh my god, it's bad.
Unless it's a
that right there,
movie,
that has been going on though.
Yeah, and unless it's a superhero movie, like they be putting these women
like
in
you
roles
said,
that's
being
like
made the norm.
Yeah,
they're trying to switch the roles. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the man to the woman more feminine, and they're trying to make the woman into a man. You know what I'm saying? Like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's exactly what they're trying to do. They're trying to switch the roles, and like you said, in order to disarm a woman, you have to be in your full as God created you, and your full on man. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a leader. You have to be disciplined. You have to have emotional control. You got to be spiritual. You got to have a connection with God. You got to be kind with your woman. You got to be gentle with her, like you said. You got to have patience with her, because women, they're more emotional. We got to be patient with them. And then when you show those leadership qualities to a woman, then she'll be able to really feel like, okay, this is the man that I can spend the rest of my life with. This is the man that could lead me and hold my hand while he takes the bruises and shots and the whiplashes, and I patch him up, and he's gonna carry me and my children on his back, our children on his back. Like that's the type of man a woman wants. Like, so yeah, I agree. A man should be patient, but not feminine, but patient in the sense where like
feminine, but gentle and gotta clear that up. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, women want a man that's a man. At the end of the day,
you
don't want no soft man taking care of you. You want a man that's gonna protect you. Point blank. Period.
You want a man that know what he wants out of life. Like, don't no woman wants to be with a man who don't know. Like, that right there will arm a woman. It's gonna always be.
Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all be with a man if a man was at his lowest financially, but he's building himself up to a certain level? Let's say a man was working at Burger King or your local Home Depot, making $17 an hour.
Listen,
making $17 an hour, but he has a plan, a vision, a board, and he's working on it daily. Are you one of those? Are y'all one of those type of women that wait at the finish line or hand him the drink while he's running the race?
I have played both roles. So in this generation and how the world is turning out today, I will not stay down with a man while he's getting his life together. Because when I was staying down and I was being that supportive woman, that supportive girl in that man's life, I got shitted on. I got his ass to kiss. And when he reached that finish goal, he was living nice with another woman. So everything, all the effort, everything that I sacrificed, all the time, all the,
catering,
preaching to him, catering, trying to, make his hardship as peaceful as possible. I got his ass to kiss. So therefore, moving forward, I would not, in this generation, in this world, no, I wouldn't.
But let me ask you, what were the signs that were leading up to that point? Did you ever see any signs, any behavior that he showed in his prime, while he was building himself? Something. No, but I'm saying, like, you didn't see no signs of him when a woman came around, when he was doing his thing, whatever his thing was. Let's say his thing was basketball, right? When he would play a game, if he played a good game and people came around him, did you see anything of how he moved and how he acted that lets you know that when he makes it to the end of that race, is he gonna still choose you and be like, this woman was down for me from day one, or is he gonna leave and try to go for another option? Did you see those signs?
When a man is in grind mode, Any distractions, including his woman or his girl or the woman that is in his life, he will completely not shut her out, but shut her out. And there were no signs of another woman. There were no signs of, just any of that. And
do you think that you was in your grind mode also that you didn't even notice?
I was in grind mode for both of us. Well, now that you put it like that, just trying to make the situation better. You're probably right. But at the same time, we're both adults. We both can take accountability. And I know on my end, and even from the outsiders watching, like our friends, they saw me putting in effort. They saw me having patience. And me to have patience, I'm easily throw up my hands and quit. I'll admit that. I'm a quitter. So for me to have patience at such a young age, in my late teens, commit myself to something like that. We're not married. I'm no one's wife. And to throw myself committedly into that, and then to be get your ass to kiss, I will never do that again.
Why you keep saying your ass to kiss?
I got that man ass to kiss. I mean, if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Nah, but explain that. Like, what were some of the things that you would consider that you was kissing his ass while he was in ground mode?
I was told all I want to do is argue when I was trying to communicate. Okay? All you want to do is argue. I don't want to talk right now. I got pushed out and shut out, and I was the only one trying to help him, helping him and his family as well. So when I say I got his ass to kiss, barely got thank yous. My effort that I was putting in, I didn't feel appreciated. And I don't need I don't need the kudos for things that I do for people. Anything that I do is out of love. But barely got thank yous. Your mom, you gonna tell your mom you did that when I know that I did that? Okay. So
I'm real big on giving credit where it's due.
I don't even need a kudos for being an adult, you know?
You don't, but it's just like sometimes
it feel good.
It feel good. And it's just it feels good to know that your good deeds are not going unnoticed. Like, I love to give flowers, especially while you're alive.
Did he buy you flowers?
I mean that too. I mean verbal flowers.
Valentine's Day, but I understand he was in grind mode. Okay, he didn't have money or extra stuff to spend on the side.
Listen, flowers cost $10 at Publix,
and you're absolutely right. So and that was like, my unknowing.
So
being
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? You're right. When a man is in grind mode, he's in grind mode, right? But he's choosing to be in that relationship. So I know what it is to be in grind mode. I've been there, done that. Was an athlete most of my life. Didn't turn pro because of injury. So I know what grind mode is. But towards the end of my injury, before I got hurt or whatever, I was in grind mode. I had got into a relationship. I knew that I'm in a relationship, but I'm also in grind mode. So because I'm in a relationship, I also had to put my attention to her, you know, to let her know that I'm still here. I'm still your man. And these are the signs that I'm talking about. He didn't buy you no flowers. Only flowers he gave was on Valentine's Day. Oh, that's crazy to me. Was he taking you out on dates consistently? Even if it's a day at the park, even if you get your favorite Starbucks coffee, was he dropping that off at your crib? Was he when you at work and he's off or whatever? And he's not in
like
ground.
You know the little stuff.
It's the little stuff that counts. That's what I'm saying. Like when you're in a relationship, you gotta have a certain wisdom about who you with. You gotta pay attention to detail, and these are the signs I'm talking. He didn't buy you no flowers. He didn't drop off food when you was at work every now and then. He didn't try to even plan the date at least once a month. Like you can't spare $40, $50. I get you in grind mode, but $40, $50, you choose to be in a relationship, you should be able to spend that for a date. At least once a month. Like, come on now, bro. I'm in a relationship right now and I'm in grind mode and I'm taking my girl out at least two times a month, 3 times a month.
That comes with maturity as well though. You gotta think about it. We were kids basically. Right. You know, in our late teens, you know, I'm 18, he's 19, 20, 21, whatever. Right. So that comes with maturity as well. Sometimes at that ripe age, they don't really know how to properly love or how to properly maintain and handle a woman that's in their life. So that a lot of fault was played in it. I take accountability or whatever. As long as you take accountability, I will not be doing that. What about you? How you feel?
Oh, wow.
Like if you're not my husband.
I honestly don't know. Like,
have you ever been in a situation?
I know. Okay. I haven't.
So you always picked the right partner. You never made a mistake that made you pick.
No, I didn't pick. I didn't always pick the right partner. Like you said, I was a quitter. Mm-hmm. I would just be like,
first red flag, baby, you out.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I was a dog back in my day. So I really
you was out there.
Not out there like sleeping with this, that, and that. I just was like having fun, like not.
You wasn't really paying. You wasn't really in that
I wasn't.
mode.
Yeah, I wasn't really like.
I feel that.
No committal type thing. So
commitment. Yeah.
Like
committal.
I mean, like.
I wish I would have did that. I committed at an early age.
Mm-hmm. See, it was different for me.
It's good you did it young though, and not in your late 20s when a child might have come out of that. Right. So that's good.
It was different for me. I had it was like some streets type stuff. Like my ex-boyfriend, set
kids, like kids.
Yeah, but this was like real life though. Like it was real life. Like one of my ex-boyfriend
with a set and all.
No, like he set up my brother, when whatever the case
Look,
may
if
be.
you don't feel comfortable talking about it, you don't got to talk
Yeah,
about it.
it's just like,
camera,
like, yeah. So that's why I'm just like giving like a synopsis. Yeah,
I got you.
Near death type thing. So, I always play my role with guys thereafter, and I was 14 years old when that happened. So I played my role like from then on out, like to just watch guys and not trust men, boys, not trust them, and like just like, oh, okay, yeah, you like me, okay, cute, next. Now just talk to him. Don't bring him around, because now I can't trust guys around my brothers now, because it's always my brothers until I get married. It's my brothers over everybody. So I had to, watch guys. I was so busy trying to watch them and watch their moves to even catch any feelings. Yeah. So it was always very quick with me. I watched them, watch their moves, and any little ounce of anything that I felt, I just,
Did you recover for that trauma? That's the question. Because I see now that you didn't let your feelings get involved, so you didn't recover.
No.
So you still
I'm still
traumatized.
angry. Yeah.
You still traumatized that you don't want to get so involved in feelings with a man that you don't even see the little things he's doing to make you not trust him.
As far as like not recovered, meaning I still feel that anger.
Yeah.
But like as far as like now, because I'm in a relationship now, and met my brothers, met my dad. No guy has ever met my dad. So it's like the first guy that I met my dad, met my brothers, know my brothers really well, all of my brothers.
Yeah.
So it's like I've recovered in that aspect of being more trusting with a guy around my brothers, because I also attracted a different kind of guy also. So I was used to street niggas.
Do you take that on your part?
Yeah.
And you will attract that type of guy. And why would you say, for all the girls out there watching Peep Game, why would you say
Peep Game?
Peep Game. For all the girls and women out there, Peep Game. This is game out here.
It is. No, it is.
Why did you say, was it the way you dressed, the way you talked, the crowd you hung around? Why was you attracting this type of man?
It was my brothers, because my brothers are street niggas. So
you the only girl out of here?
Yeah. On both sides. Yeah. I have my dad in my life. My dad is like the complete opposite of the kind of guys I used to attract and I used to like. But I spent most of my time with my brothers. So they street niggas. My brothers used to beat me up, used to bully me.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that this is how I'm supposed to love. And then I used to be so angry that my brothers would bully me that I would be abusive to the guys I used to date. So I would take my anger and my frustrations out on the guys I used to date. And I would attract those kind of guys. But they wouldn't hit me, but I would hit them. So I'm like, well, now I can't beat up my brothers, but at least I could almost about beat you up.
Why is that our story though? Like that is crazy. What's wrong with these older brothers?
Yeah, I don't know.
My ass, but
it helped.
I was told because it helped. I'm making her tough or like hard for the real world. Cause I was a spoiled little girl. Like this is what they said. Now I thought the world was like just a nice place, just peaches and cream.
What?
And my mom would go to work on that night shift. They was on my ass. I had two older brothers. They was on my ass. And at first it would start off as like horse playing, like just running up and downstairs, running around the house. But then, boom, I'm getting hit upside the head with a pillow.
You stood your ground though, didn't you?
I tried, girl.
You ain't never beat him up not one time?
As I got older, I became angry. But like at first, it was like...
If you were an older brother, see, I was a younger brother. I was the youngest of four. If you were an older brother, do not beat your little sister's ass.
Yeah.
Do not beat your little sister's ass.
Don't do it.
If you want to train her in some type of combat, man, take her to a mixed martial arts gym, a boxing gym.
It did teach me how to fight.
Yeah, it did teach me
all of that. But don't beat her ass. You're gonna traumatize that girl. And she gonna think that's what she needs to find love.
That negative part of it. Like I found myself beating the guys that I was involved with or in a relationship with, and I actually end up, and I put myself out there, Lord, I am no longer this person. I said, okay, I have to stop now. When I actually it was an accident, but it wasn't an accident. I kind of like blacked out. He was playing, he kept hitting my thigh. And I'm like, it was like trauma hits. Like, okay, I felt that hit before. Those triggering hits. So I'm driving, he in the passenger seat, and I had a box cutter. I don't know what the hell that box cutter was doing in my.
Oh
yeah,
you out here and I'm shanking people though.
Listen, it was an act.
Where you cut him at, girl?
I just had picked it up. Like, I told you stop. And I end up like slicing his hand a little bit. So at that moment, I was just like, I gotta stop putting my hands on these men. I have to stop.
I mean, in that case,
and I'm glad
he hit you first.
But it was playful taps. It's like
how that
but
still
in a relationship,
but still,
what you doing? How you
don't touch me at all, sweetheart.
Ladies, this is what I was saying. Peep game. Do not put your hands on no man, because most men will let you slide. But one day you will come across a man who does not give a fuck, and he will literally do the worst thing to you. And that's don't play around with that.
That is what made me change though, because when I was 16, this guy I was dating, he was calling me all out my name. So I'm like, well, when I see you, it's on sight, because I don't play the name calling. I don't do that. That's fighting words to me.
Right.
So my word is my bond. When I seen him, I hit him. Yeah, I hit him.
Shout out to New York. Shout out to New York.
Yeah, I struck like my whole hand went into his face. So we was fighting. You know, I was getting right at first, and he hit me in my eye. When I tell you, that same day my eye started to swell. The next day, my eye was closed shut.
Oh my God.
Purple.
Shit.
And I was like, yeah, no. I woke up like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had a long paragraph from my mom. My brothers wanted to.
You know how they go.
And I was like, man.
They wanted to wipe them away. Yeah,
I was like, man, I'm
Super
too
sweet.
pretty for this. Like, look at my face. I was just crying. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not hitting no guy no more.
I actually got yoked up. I didn't get physical hits, but I got like yoked up, but in public though, like outside. So I forgot what it was. I think he had a spare key to my car, and like I was done. Like I was done with the relationship. I was basically breaking up with him, and he didn't like the fact that I was breaking up with him. So I had to go get my spare key. He did have a spare key to my vehicle. And he was like, "Okay, you want your key? Come get it." Red flag. When they say they want to see you in person or like come, should not go.
Facts.
Got me out there, and you know we in the
You ain't take your friends with you?
Because I'm not thinking, this man has never hit me before, never put his hands on me or anything, never called me out my name, any of this. I'm thinking, okay, I'm good, you know? So I go, and I'm like, hey, I'm outside. But I get out the car because I didn't want him to get in my car. I just wanted my key so I can go. So he like, this what you came over here for? He's like, you're not getting it. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, give me my key. So at this point, I'm tussling with him. So I think I had on like a jacket, and he grabbed me, and he put me on the car, but I'm like this. And he's like,
where was y'all at?
Out his hood, out his neighborhood.
Okay.
And it's over there, in like Lauderhill area.
Right.
You know, where the Haitians, old Haitians.
Oh, that's the ghetto.
So you know, the old Haitians, they driving the past in the van, just looking.
Yeah.
I'm screaming. You gonna help.
And all I heard was, let her go.
Please.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
And then at this point, it's a lot of commotion. It's horns beeping outside. His mother ended up coming out. And I'm like, look what your son doing. Like, just crazy. And he just would not let me go. And at this point, his mom finally came out, got him off of me. And she's like, give the girl her car, you stupid boy. Give the girl her car key. So now I'm about to drive off. He's holding the driver's door so I don't drive off. So I'm like, okay. And I finally drove off, got my key, and left. But you know how that.
Girl, you ain't press that brake. I mean, that gas hard, baby.
I was scared.
That
I've never been in a
gas
situation like that before. I'm 19, 18.
It was.
I don't want to hurt him. And if I know this vehicle is right, like I'm scared. I don't want to go to jail.
His mama right there. She would have witnessed it all, baby.
Yeah, it was just a lot.
I told you to get your child. You didn't get him. So now I'm putting it in my hands.
You got all these people out here looking at me. You put your hands on me. And I'm just like, I was more so embarrassed. Like, I wasn't even scared. I was embarrassed.
It's very embarrassing.
In front of a whole complex. Traffic. This
is
a
broad
main
day?
Street.
Traffic.
Yeah, traffic. Everybody
driving by,
stopping.
seeing you.
Let her go.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God, like he's really doing this right now. I was embarrassed.
You was there.
What happened? Oh yeah, that day, yeah.
I mean, we still need to talk about that night.
We gonna get to that. Quick little backstory.
I wasn't.
When'd you say this was, bro? This is when? Like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Was it New Year's Eve?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
The party that I wasn't invited to, guys.
No, because my man said he invited you.
I was not invited. I didn't.
He showed no story. He showed me the messages that he invited me. Yes, he did.
Yes, so everybody. He invited at least like 30 people to the place.
What did I say? Why didn't I come?
You said something about working, coming off some days, something.
No.
More of the story, the side story is, she got crazy wasted, and Vic went to get the car, so he asked me a favor. He's like, man, can you look after her? I said, I got you, bro. I'm going to take care of her while you get the car. And I had to keep putting her, sitting it down every single time. And every time I touch her, she's over here elbowing me, trying to hit me, cursing at me, insulting me, all types of shit. And I'm like, bro, I'm not going to deal with this any longer. Like I had to get my home, but I was like, bro, tag me in, bro, switch. Sit while I'm sitting and watch her, because I need to take a break right now.
It was Eric. Eric told me about it too.
Yeah, it was
Eric told me about it too.
It was Eric, and I told him, bro, tag me in, bro. And then he's there, and he couldn't take me. He's like, bro, tag me back in, bro.
Tag me back in, bro.
I can't do this shit right now, bro. And then he finally pulled up, but yeah.
Did I apologize to you?
And she apologized to me, y'all. It was justified. She was a little, you know what I'm saying, up in there with the liquor. So she apologized.
I did.
So do y'all drink? Y'all drink or no?
Hell no.
No, I'm with you.
I don't put that chemicals in my body.
Yeah, I do. I do drink.
You drink? I drink wine.
I just had some wine yesterday.
It's water, or I do a juicer. But yeah, I gave up on the alcohol.
I'm trying to, because it put on weight. I gained a lot of
really?
weight. Yes, it do. Yes.
I just don't like, and maybe this goes back to another story, like a triggering story. My stepdad, heavy drinker, and he would act out like rationally. Never got physical. And as a child, I would think it's funny, like, oh, look at the clown. But look at the clown. Like he would just, it was funny growing up watching it, but now it's like, damn, that really, that's how people really act. That's what it do to people. And then I go out with people and I see them just like, because I don't drink. So it's like, I'm the only sober one and I'm surrounded with in a section, 20 to 30 people. And I'm just watching everybody. Like I'm an observer. I'm the type of person to sit in the back and just observe. So I'm just looking. I will fall out with you because of that. That heavy drinking and that drunk shit, I don't play. I don't. Yeah. It's a triggering for me. Like it's a trigger.
It's a good trigger though. It's a good warning sign that somebody's definitely a heavy drinker or smoker. So, drinker for sure. Smoker, it just depends on how much they
I don't mind the smoking,
I don't
but
smoke
that drinking,
anymore.
You gotta go. Like I can't. I fall out with people behind that. And then to see women just let themselves go when they get overly, and y'all know y'all gonna be like, okay, I don't care. But listen, to see a woman and she's in her best Sunday best, she in her dress and her heels, she looking good, and then she get to a point at the end of the night where heels coming off. She's struggling.
Yeah,
to keep
them heels was off, baby.
Hair sticking up. All over the place.
It looks bad. It's a bad
Give
look.
me a shot. And she yelling. It's just like, ew.
It's nasty.
Nasty. Like the sight of that is nasty. And my generation feels like, oh, we just having fun. Oh, we go through this. You don't know what we go through. You don't know what somebody going through, why they have to pick up a substance, to cope or whatever. And me, I don't care, because at the end of the day, everybody got a story. Everybody go through something. You don't see me picking up no bottle and coping with stuff and losing myself in this bottle. When I go out, I behave and I act as the lady that I am, act as such. I don't like when I see women, especially women my age. You came in this club with a mini skirt on, and now at the end of this night, you didn't let yourself go, and now your clothes can't stay down. Yeah, that's a disgusting sight, and I feel like that's what this generation struggles with a lot.
What hurts me the most is seeing our generation, our culture, our community, you know what I'm saying, black and brown women out there, being overly, what do they call it, overly sexed, what is that word? Sexualized. Yeah, overly sexualized.
They call it sex appeal, though, having sex appeal.
Man, listen, bro, it's all a game that they're trying to play, and the way they embarrass themselves, like they really don't, they be giving a damn. They get on camera, these YouTubers go out there trying to interview them and this and that, they start shaking their ass, all types of shit. And it's just like, man, it's sad out here, man. It's sad how they over-sexualizing all women, man, and the media pushes that, and the industry pushes that. So that's there forever. No man is gonna want you. No man is gonna want you. The internet's there forever. All y'all only fan girls, y'all need to stop that shit. No man wants,
they making their money.
Y'all can make y'all bag all you want, but at the end of the day, that shit is there forever, and that's never going away. And no man is ever gonna want you. You know what I'm saying? A man cares about a woman's reputation, her past. A woman cares about a man's future. Like,
okay, but why does it? Okay, you want a woman to behave as such or whatever the case may be, but it's a lot of men out here. Y'all talk about this.
Man,
now they're fatherless. Okay.
No, for real. Most of those men that you about to speak about are fatherless.
Most of them, yes. But what about the small percentage that do have their fathers in their life and they're out here dogging women?
Yeah, that's an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? The anomaly doesn't make it the rule. The exception doesn't make it a rule. Majority of these men that are dogging these women are influencing those men who are raised in a 2-parent household with a good father, as well as a culture. There's a lot of factors to it, but the majority is fatherless men. How do I know this? It's because I was a fatherless child growing up, and I've done the same shit that these men have done, and I come out of that darkness and God has shown me my fault, you know what I'm saying, has shown me the light and put me in the light to see my darkness. And I came out of that with the help of others and a conscious decision upon myself to realize that what I was doing was wrong. Everything I was doing, dogging these women, treating these women as such, you know what I'm saying? I always respected women, not calling them out their names, but I was just dogging them, you know what I'm saying? And the same way you just said, what about these 2-parent household men? I had a homeboy, 2-parent household, leading him astray. Blind leading the blind. I was a blind man leading another blind. You know what I'm saying? So
that's all it is out here. Is this the blind leading the blind? And I don't want to sit up here and like portray to be this perfect person like I haven't done or don't do. I'm still learning. I'm still young and I'm learning. I'm only 22 years old. So I have a lot more learning to do. And I'm changing my way, but it's a process, you know. Time is the key to everything. Yep. Everything takes time.
Yep.
And I just feel like I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I haven't done or I don't do. You know, I'm in this generation just like everybody else, and it could be influential. It can. The blind leading the blind. You're like, well, shit, that worked for her. Let me try that. See if it worked for me. But then once I get home at night and I look, I'd be like, that's not me. That's not story. So why would I submit myself to something or portray to be something that I'm not?
On that note, you guys, we're gonna wrap it up.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Y'all catch us
next time.
every Tuesday.
And Saturday.
We doing Saturdays
too, right? What?
Yeah, I thought it was on Tuesdays too. Yeah. Saturdays I get out of work. So.
Okay, Tuesdays will work for me.
Yeah, Tuesdays, most definitely. Tuesdays. Y'all catch us at the same time. I'll be early next time to my co-host. The audience, you guys don't know, but I was an hour and a half late. So that's on me.
That's none of their business.
And I'm not going to be late ever again. First and last time.
Okay.
But y'all catch us next time. We have a lot more stuff coming to y'all. We appreciate our audience for listening. If you're tuning in and you're here for the first episode, man, bless y'all. We love y'all.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you guys for showing us support on our first episode of a brand new show, brand new podcast. And
City Beat Chat Unfiltered, y'all.
City Beat Chat.
We're giving y'all the real, uncut, and the raw.
The Unphilly.
Yeah, we try to do more, so I appreciate y'all. Much love.
More to come, y'all.
And that's a wrap.